that animation and sound design was awesome! Alright, now time for another patron request. This time I'm reacting to something called Murder Drones, or it's a pilot episode. Apparently there's supposed to be like first season episodes coming out shortly, but it's like a personal animated project, and that's literally all I know. So, and if I ever stop in and try and pause and talk about it, I'll make sure to remove my glasses so that you don't see the obnoxious glare. I need to remember to do that more frequently, because I wear my glasses more frequently nowadays, and when I'm recording, there's this awful, nonsensical glare from my computer screen or from, well, down here it's fine, but it's still ridiculous. So, yeah, I'll be sure to remember doing that. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with Murder Drones, whatever that is. Although I suppose before I forget, current list of all the patrons that are currently supporting me. Thank you guys so much. You guys are freaking awesome. I'm a little behind on patron requests at the moment due to the move, but that is okay. I am doing them as hard and as fast as I can. Whatever that means. Oh. Oh. Is it like 3D animation? Booting up.
We are worker drones. Autonomous robots helping humans mine exoplanets for our interstellar parent company, JC Jensen, in space. Yeah, we were mistreated in the name of Windex, but it's not like we revolted and killed all humans or anything.
Oh.
Mostly because they handled that just fine all by themselves.
So humans ended their own Earth. Sounds about right. Did it cause an eternal winter? Oh. Oh, that's cool.
With biological life wiped from the planet, we found it pretty easy to pick up where they left off.
I'm sure.
We finally had a future. All to ourselves.
Untrained neural network. Whoa.
Unfortunately, our parent company didn't exactly love the concept of runaway AI.
Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh, damn. Holy moly. This is a personal project? Okay, the title makes more sense now.
But what have our parents done for the past forever while those things build a spire of corpses? Hide under the ice behind 3 stupid doors? It's like we're waiting for an inciting incident.
Anyway, that's why my project is this sick as
Hell railgun!
So not the vibe.
Whoa.
easy, morons. It doesn't work.
Yet? It doesn't work
Yes.
yet. Who said it doesn't work? Maybe it does!
Uzi, the homework was a word problem about buying watermelons?
Oh, and this magnetically amplified photon converger doesn't count?
No. Plus, repressed emotional baggage was only worth 2 points on the rubric. And is it supposed to be that color?
Nice. Okay, wow. There is a lot to this already, but before I get into too much, let me check something real quick. Okay, so there was most definitely a small animation team. Small animation team. That could be anywhere from like 3 to 10 members, give or take. But a small animation team that basically worked on this. And this is very obviously 3D animation. And I'm already noticing a lot, like, you know, the brief exposition at the front, which, you know, some people don't necessarily like exposition in a written format. You try not to exposit too much, especially in some of like the more detailed and high sci-fi, high fantasy type stories. Try not to exposit too much. It doesn't always work for the genre. Some people can make it work. But in the animated format, or in the, I suppose, more accurate to say, the television format, Exposition isn't actually the worst thing in the world, but the thing is you want to keep it short and sweet, because you want to have a short exposition if you are going to have any at the beginning, and then have the rest of it be story. Because, you know, for animation, it's a much more limited format in some ways. But I already love to see this. We had the brief exposition, and I understand now why it's called murder drones. Biological organisms were wiped away clean, leaving, I guess you could say, simple creatures or simple-minded creatures in the form of these, you know, passive drones, as opposed to the murder drones that clearly want to end everything. But this 3D animation already looks very slick. It's also interesting to seeing this main character, as well as the other characters in this class, is what it looks like. Each have their own unique personalities, their different general designs, and different clothing items, despite being the same, you know, types of passive drones. But they all seem to have their own unique personalities, so in a way they've sort of reached a true AI state. So basically they can sort of think on their own and like develop their own personalities free of their original programming, which to some people is still kind of, well, at least in the realistic world, is very impossible. But in terms of fictional format, it is often come up as a sort of plausible candidate for storytelling, which is a very cool concept in of itself. And of course, think of WALL-E. All biological life was basically wiped due to all the pollution, and nothing could live there anymore. There were a couple of robots that could still stay on Earth, albeit in limited ways, and then you got a creature. Would you really consider a robot a creature? Not entirely sure. Never thought about that until now. But you have this robot individual who basically started developing his own ideas and personality, and he did reach something of a true AI state. But again, that's a fictional format. It's entirely plausible to do it that way. And I love already seeing that these characters seem to have their own unique personalities despite being robots, which I personally think is actually a cool concept to explore. I don't usually touch robots or androids. I have a slight bit, and actually they're in a big way in one of my stories, but it's not a subject I often touch, since I usually like to focus more on the nature and the supernatural and fantastical elements, and not usually the robotic or the machine related elements. So this is already fairly cool, and the animation itself, very slick, despite being developed by a small animation team. These guys know what they're doing. And I don't know necessarily if it's experimental or if it's something that they were working up towards for a long time, but this is some pretty good looking animation for like not an official group or studio. Well, they're an official group, I guess, but not an official, like, you know, major studio or anything like that.
And is it supposed to be that color?
Don't wash your hands, you are a robot, idiot.
Ew, it didn't kill her. Oh my god, that's so bad.
Classic toxic masculinity, Chad. That's never gonna end up problematic. Oh, wow, Uzi? I heard you,
I'm an angsty teen fad, bite me. Also, how do you know my name? People willingly talk to you.
Well, I'd say everyone knows Khan's daughter, but, then you might blow the other half of your face off.
Crippling daddy issues, hilarious. What are you in for? Testosterone too hard?
That can happen? Awesome. Hey, those
Even though he's a
bandages look
robot?
pretty badass.
Oh. Ew. Gross. I hate that you said that.
So, what's the,
Sick as hell, railgun? Sci-fi nonsense, that super works. I'm sneaking to the murder drone lair tonight to get the last spare part I need to save the world with it and earn my dad's respect and stuff.
Oh, great.
But mostly the world part.
Oh, but doesn't your dad make awesome doors so we don't have to, do that scary sounding emotionally repressed stuff you just said?
No more feedback on my repression today!
No, I'm sorry. I didn't think.
Bite me!
Okay.
I'm not mad at you, by the way, just generally hormonal.
Oh, okay. So it seems that these guys can experience human emotions and hormones and puberty to an extent. I mean, she basically called herself an angsty teen and basically was talking about being hormonal or something along those lines. Hi, dude. Are you comfortable now? Huh, interesting. I didn't think something like that would be explored this early on in the pilot episode. Not fully sure how I feel about that, but there could be more to it, so I'm gonna hold off on any judgments for the time being. And something I noticed also with the animation was the fact that whenever they're experiencing, I guess, extreme emotion, it's just an outline of a circle. That's what their eyes become, whereas when they're calmer or have more repressed emotions or something along those lines, it's literally just an oval. Not a circle, an oval. But yeah, as soon as their emotions start running, like when Uzi was pointing this railgun thing at, I've already forgotten his name unless it wasn't mentioned, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, when she pointed the railgun at him, it just the outline appeared. There was no feeling inside. And you know, as soon as Uzi was talking about it and getting excited about it, the same thing happened to her. And then her eyes shifted to indicate that she was calming down a little bit. That's a neat little detail. That's something that can't really be expressed with humans, because while we do emote a lot, we have our faces, we have our body language, we have our eyebrows, we have our lips, we can make all kinds of weird faces, but these guys are a little bit less expressive. So in order for them to show emotion, you have to find creative ways to avoid doing that. And obviously their mouth movements, they are a little bit limited, it seems like, but they're also cartoon characters, so they can be a little bit more expressive than normal humans. So you have to emphasize that kind of emotion, and that eye detail is honestly the perfect way to do it, because there's really no other good way for them to express themselves in terms of, you know, appearance-wise. Like, obviously they have their body language, but that's very different. So in order to express emotion via their faces, the fact that that detail is added with their eyes and their cartoonish mouth movements on occasion, that's a pretty good way of doing it for, you know, robots/drones. I kind of like that. This is interesting. 3 a.m. Oh! Their alarm clocks are inside them since they are robots and drones. That makes sense. Master key. Door master key. Okay, interesting.
Oh, Robo Jesus!
And where might you be off to?
Sneaking out to make out with my boyfriend that I definitely have.
Seriously, though.
He doesn't believe her.
Okay, you caught me. I need to measure the exterior hydraulic mechanisms of door 1, because that's the project I'm working on for school. A big old door, just like what my old man built. I want to join the WDF and hide behind doors like cowards while playing cards and stuff.
Well, we don't just play cards.
Oh, jeez.
Can you grab a fresh pack? We literally only play cards so much that the numbers have faded. Oh, hey, Uzi.
Well, when you build doors so good door, good
Oh, jeez.
door, there's no need to fight. Uzi, this is great news. Here,
Of course he believes
the wrench
that.
I used to tighten bolts on my first door prototypes, and to put your mother out of her misery when the murder Jones got to her with their nanite acid. I want you to have it.
Oh, whoa.
Neat. Therapy's fun.
Guys, my daughter is into doors.
Oh boy.
Come on.
She's gonna be outside for a bit to examine the exterior of door 1. Your door-specific destiny awaits.
Wow. Okay. Just gonna leave then, because this worked so weirdly well.
Go doors!
They grow up so fast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that worked. Shocker. I can't say I'm surprised. Wow, dilapidated city. This is some awesome detail with the animation, especially with the snow. I love the skeletons strewn about. What can I say? I like skeletons, man. Oh boy. So that's HQ for the murder drones. Not menacing at all. Oh boy. This ought to be interesting. Well, the focus is not. How it's just focusing on her and everything else is out of focus, but still detailed in the background. Ooh. They're like freaking angels, man. Oh. Ooh.
Whoa. And they said pirating all that anime was useless.
Oh, anime. Okay, the designs of these murder drones is sick. Oh. Oh, that animation and sound design was awesome. And it worked.
hell.
And it worked. That too.
Suck on that, Dad!
Hold up. Hold up. I have to listen to that one more time. That sound design and animation, like, okay, whatever just happened to her now, it kind of makes me think that's the same thing that kind of happened to her mom. I don't know if the mom is living at the moment. How did these things reproduce, by the way? Is it kind of like a situation in Robots? I don't know if anybody's seen that animated movie. Or is it kind of like what happens with humans just with robots? Or is it something completely different? I honestly have no idea. But hold up. I need to listen to that again. Oh, that is some awesome sound design. Recharging, so it's only good for one go. But damn.
Holy hell! Suck on that, Dad!
She also cursed. That's kind of interesting. Oh. Whoa. What?
Did you just slap me with that arm?
Holy crap, it talks.
Yeah, sorry, it's just my, head kinda hurts. Hey, are you new to our squad? You're a little, short for a disassembly drone. I'm Serial Designation N. Nice to meet you.
That was
I'm
unexpected.
kind of the leader of the squad in this city. That's not true. Everyone tells me I'm useless and terrible. Wait, I'm not supposed to tell you that part? Biscuits. Well, honesty is the best policy. I also can't seem to remember the past 3 hours of my life. But I'm sure that'll sort itself out.
Wow, major malfunction.
I have to go.
Oof, stuck yourself? Just pop it in your mouth. Our saliva neutralizes the nanites. Otherwise, I'd be constantly disassembling myself.
And by our saliva, you mean disassembly
Disassembly
drone? Right. Hey, let's let's go in that landing pod over there.
Sure, I love doing anything. Sweet, I'm open to new things, I guess.
We are never talking about this.
Talking about what? Consider it, repressed.
You mentioned other members of her squad? Are they coming back soon?
Oh, yeah, 2 others. They're out hunting for a bit, but you'll love them. First, there's V.
No! No! Please stop feeding my own eggshells in front of my family!
And yet, I still feel nothing.
Oh, great. Psychopath.
So, V, I heard this planet-wide toxic death storm is supposed to be especially inhospitable tonight.
Oh, God! Who are you?
Okay.
No worries, I'm N, but a whole letter is a lot to remember. So, obviously a lot of mutual respect there, but secretly, I actually kind of have a crush on her. You can't tell her, okay?
What? Okay.
Then there's J, our leader.
N, you're worthless and terrible. And if the company allowed it, I would straight up kill you myself.
Jay's awesome. Hey, let me give you the tour. Outside of the corpse wall thingies, and here are the buttons.
This isn't just a landing pod. This is a spaceship. This could get us off the planet.
More of a one-use missile. They never taught us how to land.
No, the worker drones, we could work with them to fix this. Instead of all the murder. Which, why are we doing that again?
Other than ingesting their warm, sweet oil to avoid overheating and dying?
What?
I guess I just want to be useful. I was given a job, and I always want to try my best.
Oh.
Look at all the respect it's gotten you, N. You really think the company isn't going to dispose of you once all the workers are dead?
Oh my, you sure are rebellious. It's kind of exciting. But
Jeez.
as fun as following the rules.
Oh. Wait. I'm gonna pause for a moment, because, holy moly. Okay, so there's definitely a reason for the murder drones to be killing the worker. Okay, I kept saying passive drones, but they are worker drones. So there is a reason for that. And I suppose, survival-wise, it does kind of make sense. But there's really no other good reason for it. So then why were the murder drones designed that way, is the question. Unless it has to do with the environment. No, it can't be the environment, because he said they need the oil from the worker drones to avoid overheating, even though the entire planet basically seems to be a cold wasteland. So why were the murder drones designed that way to begin with? If they can't even stand a cold environment, then why the heck were they designed that way to begin with? I'm not crazy, right? I know for a fact that I'm thinking very logically. Also, N's personality is not even close to what I expected. For, well, him or any murder drone, really. Given the fact that what is it, V and J have already been, like, their personalities have been briefly displayed as well, that makes me a little concerned for what kind of, well, not really concerned, but it makes me curious as to what kind of role they play in the story, because obviously the two of them and N are in the same squad together, which N leads, but he also said that the team leader was J, so conflicting information, unless I'm misunderstanding something here. But 3 of them seem to be a squad, and their personalities vastly differ from N's personality, I suppose. So I get the feeling, since they've been briefly displayed with their personalities also on full display, they're definitely going to be more antagonistic in nature. So, okay, there's definitely going to be some kind of buddiness going on between the two of them, mostly for survival or, you know, truth-seeking reasons is going to be my guess, but oh boy. Oh boy.
I was given a job, and I always want to try my best.
And look at all the respect it's gotten you, N. You really think the company isn't going to dispose of you once all the workers are dead?
Oh my, you sure are rebellious. It's kind of exciting. But not as fun as, following the rules.
Following the rules is fun.
Hey, they're back! Yo!
Idiot! Get out here!
Oh dear.
Yo! We got a worker out there I kinda wanna practice balloon animal shapes with. What happened here? Synergistic liability here must have tripped and knocked himself offline. Moron box! Hello?
Oh, he's rebooted.
You really think the company isn't going to dispose of you once all the workers are dead? Wait.
Oh. Uh-oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh! You know, I left an extremely dangerous weapon, excuse outside.
Oh boy. Uh-oh.
I am out, boys.
Oh, gosh darn it. You're
You
so
guys
waiting
are
until my
best
loving
friends.
wife and kids hear about this.
Bite me! Close it! Close it!
Oh shit! Talking mushrooms. No, you don't.
Hey, fellas! Ooh, deal me in. I love rummy. Wait, no. I'm going to murder everyone. Brain check.
Oh. That tail weapon is sick.
Actually, it's gin rummy. So.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap on a cracker.
Otherwise no one has said my name aloud so far, so I'm just letting you know I'm...
Holy crap. Oh my gosh, he is a badass.
Pretty nice hydraulics, huh? What have you done?
Bye? Or, let's... Ace...
Time
O's...
I won't.
Uzi.
I'm sorry. I really enjoyed our time together. But I can't have you shooting V with that thing.
Bite me. Dad, get down.
Uzi, you led a murder drone here?
Yep.
Yours!
Now is so not the time. I messed up. In the same way I'm about to fix it. Move, Dad!
Oh, that was unexpected.
Point and shoot. Trust me.
Oh. Oh no.
Dad?
Bro. Oh, that was so unexpected.
Whoa, N? Am I dreaming, or did you do something not useless for once?
I've been trying to get past those doors for months. Nice work, Ann.
You need name remember?
These ventilation shafts can easily get us around this last door. Lowest body count eats a missile!
Wowzers.
Way to go, stud.
This lighting is
Company's
great.
gonna love this. With this colony wiped, we'll make top team this quarter for sure. You know what that means. Branded pants.
Oh boy.
You know, not that I can't wait to keep murdering all these, maybe not so actually different from us worker drones, but just out of curiosity, do we actually, know what the company plans to do with us afterwards?
Ooh.
Excuse me?
Asking the real questions. Ooh.
Okay, so a worker earlier might have suggested that they could fix up our landing pod to, escape the planet and stuff, which, whoa, hey, that's against the rules! But it is kind of making me question why our pods were only one way in the first place. Because, you know, I get the feeling the company doesn't actually love robots and, like, we might be robots. I've made a terrible mistake. It's cool how immediately I could tell.
No way, buddy. Questioning the company? You just finally gave me the excuse I needed.
Oh, shit, bro.
Worker drones are corrupted, and that's why the company sent us. I hate to see you corrupted as well.
Thanks, Jay. Always looking out for me.
Oh, wow, that was unexpected. All of this was unexpected. Holy shnikes. I didn't see any of this coming. I did.
Biscuits. I'm sorry. I ruined your card game, then made you have an awkward moment with your dad.
And I made you rebel like an angsty teen, which got you killed. Though you also tried to kill me, so morality calls this a draw.
Come on, help him.
For the record, that was the lamest heel-face turn in history. Was that supposed to be you switching sides?
Being rebellious is a lot harder than it looks. Thanks for showing me the ropes.
Nuh-uh, no bonding thing. You just killed a bunch of people, idiot.
That's super fair. I screwed up.
In the same way you're about to fix it?
I love doing anything.
Damn.
So, they found our evacuation spot. But if we build a quick door...
No. Don't even try.
Are you kidding me? You're the WDF, right? Defend! For real?
Chickens. Oh, that guy died. Oh no.
Hey! Huh? Put
Oh.
that conventionally attractive male down.
Oh, Jay, you're sometimes kind of mean to me, and I wish you weren't. Just some constructive criticism.
Nice.
Oh.
Noted, traitor. We'll circle back after I right-size your existence.
Oh.
Okay, which one do you want?
Jay, please.
Too bad. Good luck.
Oh. Damn.
Damn the well-made quality assured durability of JC Jensen products! Huh?
Oh, dang. Oh.
Ah! My mind's in a weird place! Don't read into this!
Oh, jeez. Uh-oh. Oh. EMP. Which I'm sure the murder drones all are immune to. Holy shnikes.
Uzi! I'm so sorry. Have fun repressing this.
Ew! What the hell?
Oh, dang.
You've got a lot of guts for a barely sentient toaster. I've had prey fight back before, but your edgy spirit is just so painful.
Yeah! Fourth quarter profits! Mother of company leadership retreat!
One more buzzword and I'll do it.
Equity partners.
Yep. There you have it. That sound design, though. Damn. Ooh, damn. Oh.
Holy hell, Uzi, that was insane!
Yeah.
And you too,
Huh? No, N. I'm an angsty, rebellious disassembly drone now.
Oh my god. Yeah, you...
I brought the murder drones here accidentally. You chose to leave me for dead instead of just frickin' believing in me! And that's not even an edgy teen hyperbole like when I said it last week! I'll save you the trouble, Dad. I banish myself!
Damn.
Let's go, Anne. Everyone here can bite me.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Uzi.
Shut it.
Whew. Oh, don't even. Just smash that mug. 'Cause you're not. Oh. Different color palette for the outside now. Jeez.
I'd join you if the sun didn't kill me. Hope you're having important character growth or something, though.
Just can't wait to murder all humans. Classic robot stuff. I hope they're sitting pretty there on Earth, because we're coming for them.
Oh, damn. Jeez. Oh. Wowzers. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. This is a serious team with multiple people doing multiple things. Somebody... Wait, what? What was that? Somebody help, these murder drones are making me type the grenades. Wow! That twisted and turned in ways I certainly did not expect. Okay, first off, like I said before, the animation is smooth as heck, and it's actually very pleasing to look at. It's very... Yeah, no, it's very pleasing to look at. I really do enjoy that, and I do enjoy looking at the facial expressions of both kinds of drones. Seriously though, the designs of the murder drones, especially when they're flying and fighting, that's freaking cool. Don't get me wrong, I mean, the worker drones, yeah, they seem pretty interesting, but they're also a lot more passive, so maybe a little bit uninteresting in some aspects. But man, these murder drones have so much character, and their designs are just slick as heck, especially since they can sort of switch between something a little bit more passive and something more offensive. That's really cool. And speaking of the animation, the combat and some of the fight scenes, there weren't very many, but I'm sure that was entirely intentional. But initially when N broke into the compound, and later when V and J showed up and started attacking the others, and then eventually when N and I think J it was started fighting a little bit, man, that was actually pretty cool to look at. And again, very unexpected. I wasn't expecting some of these worker drones just to get sliced up and murdered, no pun intended, in a heartbeat. Again, it was so unexpected, but it was so freaking cool at the same time. I mean, stinks for the worker drones. And once again, the story taking twists and turns with, you know, Uzi being, I suppose she is a rebellious, angsty teen, as she put it, but with her looking at her father and just basically shutting him down, and the fact that nobody said like anything, and she decided, you know what, I'm just gonna leave, I'm gonna get the heck out of there. And N is actually very entertaining, and this world seems very interesting. So from what I understand about the general story is that there were humans, they created robots, the worker drones, and I think eventually the murder drones. I don't think they were built at the same time, but as soon as the entire planet was sort of destroyed, as it were, in a cold wasteland, there were still some humans off-world, and I think that they eventually created the murder drones to get rid of the worker drones for some reason. I'm not entirely sure, but the murder drones, while they are effective, they do have a fatal flaw in that they overheat easily, hence why he wasn't able to go into the sun, as he pointed out later in the episode. So overheating is a very dangerous possibility for them, and oil prevents that, I guess? I'm not entirely sure. It amazes me that the cold environment doesn't already help prevent that, but clearly their systems like work on overtime practically. I didn't comment too much on like some of the sound design and some of the music in the background, but I could hear it throughout most of the sections, and it seemed very subtle but fitting. That's probably why I didn't mention it too much, but the sound design of some aspects, especially with the battle and with Uzi's like railgun thing, that was some pretty sick sound design. But the fact that Uzi's character started getting a little bit out of control and a little bit, how shall I put it, insane by the end of it with her little rant there, like, I like to think that Uzi in a way is kind of turning into a murder drone herself, so I don't know where the story could go exactly, but it definitely was unexpected in a lot of its aspects. But it was still very fascinating, the fact that this was this was all put together by a small animation team just for a fun project, I imagine. This is most definitely an original story of some kind, with plenty of, you know, people that actually voice act and people who actually put up some good performances, I will say. Definitely entertaining performances. I mean, I suppose good, I can't really say for sure, I'm not an expert, but they seemed fine. They seemed pretty good to me. The lighting and the shading and the environmental designs of every single scene were really cool. Very, very detailed. People put a lot of work into this, but it all comes together really nicely. This story, this world, believe it or not, the characters actually is the aspect that's grabbing me the least, but the world building and the animation is definitely grabbing me the most right now. It's very cool. If this does come out for a season, it could be interesting to look at. So yeah, this was very pleasing and cool to look at. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna end it there. Patron who requested this, I hope you're happy with this reaction and commentary. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and as usual, until the next video, guys, check you laters.